You know, I've seen my share of sunsets out here in the west. Each one tells its own story. Sometimes the mountains give you one shot. Sometimes, if you're lucky, they let you come back for another. Out here in the Bob Marshall wilderness of Montana, where the air cuts sharp and the rivers still run wild, a group of old friends from Texas saddle up for their second chance. They've come to chase elk and mule deer, but what they'll find runs deeper than antlers and hides. It's about the hunt, the brotherhood, and the country that keeps calling them home.
Where are we at compared to last year?
About 50 miles south. It's going to be a lot colder, and we should have some snow, which should help.
This is Swan Dive checking in from the last time I was here. And I'm on the same horse, so this is going to be quite exciting. I hope that he remembers he was mean to me last time, and he's much nicer this time. So, and what I really like to do is shoot a huge ass elk, a huge ass wolf, and a huge ass freaking mule deer, right? And then drink and pack it all out while I watch. Perfect.
Try to stop it, but I can't. It's calling my name. 'Cause I'm back in the saddle like some old cowboy who dug his way out of his grave. Pulled up his boots, put his pistol on his hip, climbed up and took hold of the reins. Don't worry where I've been, I'm back in the saddle again. This time I'm taking what's mine, like a long lost out west outlaw out of his mind. I'm riding into town, no turning back now. 'Cause I'm back in the saddle like some old cowboy who dug his way out of his grave. Pulled up his boots, put his pistol on his hip, climbed up and took hold of the reins. Don't worry where I've been, I'm back in the saddle again.
The days out here stretch long, sun up to sundown, breath hanging heavy in the cold Montana air. The wind don't cut you any slack, and neither do those mountains. Every ridge climb feels like earning your place out here one step at a time. The miles make the memories, and the company makes it all worth the climb.
Morning, mate. How was it today? Not as cold as we thought it was going to be. Not a bad ride. Much better area and terrain. So, we'll see how the morning hunt goes. What did Coulter say the plan was going to be? We're going to surround a mountain and then run to the top. Sounds like it's going to suck.
I heard from a friend of a friend that you finally made the West Coast move. Got a high-rise apartment, a dog, and
That's a walk.
I'm falling apart, but you're good as gold. And darling, I'm dying to know who taught you how to move on. Who showed you how to make it look so damn easy.
What's been happening this morning? We've been doing a lot of walking. I think we've walked 25,000 miles so far. And it was all uphill, both directions. But we made it. We've got 3 elk that are on the other side of the mountain. And hopefully we're fixing to get on them. We'll see. Stuart almost beat me to the top. But he didn't.
I tried a couple different flings, but there's no one getting me over you. Yeah. Guess I'm all out of luck when the bar closes up round 2.
dry. Ish.
So we didn't have any luck yesterday. We rode back into camp early and got the tent ready for some cold weather and snow. The ride out this morning was pretty icy, but we're set up on the side of a mountain now and we're gonna see what happens.
Some days the mountain makes you wait. Hours turn slow when you're sitting in the snow, eyes scanning timberline for a flicker of life. The cold creeps in and silence weighs heavy, the kind of quiet that reminds you why you came.
There's a storm moving in. He's heading back from somewhere that he never should have been. And the thunder rolls.
Then, out of nowhere, he stepped out, a black bear ghosting through the pines like he'd been there all along.
Every light is burning in a house across town.
The moment hung still, then the shot rang out.
Asking for a miracle.
But fate had other plans. A branch caught the bullet, and the bear slipped away into the brush, quiet as a shadow.
And the thunder rolls.
We followed what sign we could, a scuff in the snow, a whisper of where he'd gone. But after hours of searching, the trail faded, swallowed by the wilderness. That's how it goes sometimes out here. You do everything right, and the mountain still reminds you who's in charge.
All out of control. Deep in her heart, the thunder rolls.
We rode out that morning straight into a snowstorm. Big flakes blowing sideways, wind cutting through every layer we had. By the time we reached the day's hunting ground, the world was white and quiet as a church at midnight.
Man, it's snowing. And I'm breathing heavy. And I'm fixing to get on this guy's back. He's gonna carry me the rest of the way to the top.
Well, the road rolls out like a welcome mat to a better place than the one we're at. And I ain't got no kind of plan.
I reckon it's snowing and it's freaking cold up here, man.
Stu and I came over and hid in some trees because we were getting cold.
Huh?
We were getting blasted, so we were hanging in the trees. We got ourselves a nice little spot.
We sat there for hours, letting the cold settle into our bones, watching the ridges and timberline for any sign of life. But the snow kept falling, and the wind kept howling, and no creature with any sense was moving in that kind of weather.
Wherever we are, where I want.
Yeah, the boys!
When the storm finally eased up, we pushed on, clambering through a lodgepole pine maze so thick you'd swear the trees were trying to keep you out. By late afternoon, we knew it was time to call it. Some days turn into lessons instead of trophies, so we turned our horses toward camp, cold, tired, and a little quieter than usual, knowing the wilderness doesn't owe you a thing, and that tomorrow's another chance to try again.
Across the hills to climb.
Morning came hard and cold, the kind that bites through your gloves and fogs your breath before first light. The ride up was long, steep country, frozen ground and wind that make you question your sanity. But that's where the big ones live, up high, where only the stubborn and the strong dare to go.
I'm a hard-working man. I wear a steel hard hat.
When we finally crested that alpine plateau, the world opened up endless sky, snow-dusted ridges, and mule deer scattered like ghosts in the sage. Brian settled in behind the rifle, calm as stone. 500 yards out, his shot cracked across the valley. One clean hit, and the first tag of the trip was filled.
By the sweat of my brow, from my four-wheel drive to my cowboy boots, I owe it all to my blue-collar roots.
Got to the spot. Within a couple minutes, we heard a shot. Brian got a 4x4, I think. Popped over the ridge to look at these moose that were way over on this peak. And I looked down and there's a big old mule deer. Now we're off to see if we can hit him.
The stalk was steep, slick, and full of bad footing. Twice we thought we'd spooked him for good. Then Coulter let out a call, just enough to stand that big buck up. Trent was ready. One solid shot and it was done.
We got him. Woo! God damn it.
Dude.
Woo!
What came next was the real work.
Now we gotta carry that out of here. Jason, I'll see you back on the horses.
Yeah, me too.
My feet are shaking. Dude, I'm telling you. I didn't even shake when I shot shit in New Zealand, man. I think it's because it's so hard.
Yeah.
And you don't want to fuck it up.
Nothing easy about that buck right there.
There's still going to be nothing easy about that buck.
That's okay, we can get drunk, huh?
That's right.
A.
Well, when I was calling, he did this a couple times.
Yeah.
Well,
I thought he was going to bolt
the
off. I was
longer
like,
I
oh
sat
shit,
there-
I hope he doesn't take off.
The longer I sat there, the more shaky I got.
Hey, thanks.
Thank you, Jason.
No, thank you. Because this would have sucked if you wouldn't have got anything
I
down.
know. I was just, whenever
I would have been fucking pissed.
We'd have been cussing each other the whole
Oh.
way up the mountain.
I would have like, fucking Trent.
That's a fucking big bastard right there.
Ooh. That's a nice buck.
Hard-working man. I got it all on the line for a piece of the promised land. And I'm burning my candle at both ends. That's the only way to keep the fire going is to outrun the wind. I can't wait to get up in the morning and do it all over again. Well, I'm a hard living.
3-hour pack out through sketchy country back to the horses, then another 3 in the saddle under the stars. By the time campfire light hit our faces again, we were bone tired but proud. Out here, that's the kind of day you don't forget. Hard-earned, honest, and worth every step.
All right, Jason, give me a little recap.
We were up there.
Up
And then,
there somewhere. Very hall.
Unfortunately,
Oh, there. That's where we were.
unfortunately, I looked over the edge and was like, "Hey, Trent, there's a big old buck over here. You want to shoot it?" And you're like, "Hell yeah!" So then we walked all the way down there,
Out there.
down
Way out there.
on a super sketchy trail with a bunch of exposure, which, you know, is my favorite thing in the world because I'm not afraid of heights at all. And then, of course, we go over there and he fucking shoots it. So then what do you got to do? You got to get the damn thing out.
Yeah. They're there, and they're somewhere up there. All right. That's all for now.
Bye.
On the last day, we saddled up one more time. The air was colder now, the kind that tells you the season's nearly done. We rode out to one final stretch of country, wide, empty, and still holding that promise every hunter chases. Our luck had run its course, but not everyone's had. Barry, the solo hunter from Minnesota, found his moment. One good buck, one good shot, and just like that, the mountain gave up her last gift of the trip. For the rest of us, it wasn't about tags or trophies anymore. It was about the miles behind us, the wind, the snow, the laughter shared around a smoky fire. Out here, success isn't always measured by what you bring home. It's in the stories you'll tell, the friends who rode beside you, and the wild country that tests every bit of who you are.
My legs are tired.
Cameron, send that to me, man.
Oh, don't you worry.
Yeah, send that to me, Cameron. I need that one. I gotta have that shot.
Lieutenant Dan ain't got no legs.
You ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan.
Well, tell me, mama, what's going on? Tell me, darling, what's going on? I'm going back to Texas. Texas is my home. I stay around here, but I believe it's but to us.
Hey, Brian.
What's up? You shall not pass. I know you don't want me, please not like you say. I know you don't need me, please not like you say. I'm going back to Texas, I'm already on my way. What I won't do, better run and get me three. What I won't do, better run and get you three. Then I spare you from the penitentiary. If you see me running, something going on bad. If you see me running, something going on bad. I'm running back to Texas, talking about the time I had.